So I just want to do a quick video. I always say that and they're never quick. This one will be quick, I swear. On the importance of correct body position and blade position and wrist position. Okay, so if this presses down into the skin and then you pull and lift, okay, so this is correct. Now I want to show you this. If you hold this like a pen, so you go like this, okay, where your wrist can just move around all loosey-goosey and you're holding it like a pen. Then what's going to happen is, do you see how this is sideways right here? Look, sideways instead of straight up and down. It's really hard to hold this straight up and down if you're holding it like a pen. You don't want to hold this like a pen. What you want to do is hold it with these two fingers. This is steadying it, but you should be able to hold your microblade. This is where the pressure comes from. You don't want these two fingers or these two fingers to be holding your microblade. You want the pressure to come. I should take off my glove and show you, but I actually have a callus right here. But this is how you hold. And the reason for this is because if you're holding it like a pen, if you're trying to go like this, okay, then what always ends up happening is you tilt. Instead of being able to hold it straight, you tilt. If you're holding it like a pen, you end up tilting, okay? And when you're tilted, let me show you what happens. So I'm gonna keep this at this tilted, holding it like a pen, okay? I'm gonna put it in, gonna push, and then I'm gonna lift. Gonna do just a few more like this, tilted. And it's hard to tilt it the other way, but I'm gonna try. We're gonna tilt it this way. Okay. So the reason we want to be able to hold it with these two fingers primarily, and I've talked about this kind of like a pool stick. And the reason is because as you're moving, when you set and pull, if you're pulling, you want to keep your wrist locked and drag your whole wrist, and then up, okay, down, pull, up. It's definitely holding it differently. I can almost, keeping my thumb off, draw a stroke. Not quite, but almost. Like I can't express to you how much pressure comes here and how vital it is in keeping a steadiness on your microblade. But anyways, let me grab a wipe and I'll show you what happens if you tilt your blade. Wipe. And let me do like one or two more clean, good strokes. Okay, so can you zoom in on these as much as possible? Okay, do you see how these first three are more thin and crisp and these ones are a little bit more blurry? I know it's subtle, but when you bend this is where you can really see. So see how this stroke is kind of evenly saturated. This is better than that side, but it doesn't crescent. It's just a thin slice, okay? Thin slice, thin slice. So when this heals, these are going to be nice, thin, crisp lines. Well, when the blade is tilted, let me show you what happens. So underneath here, do you see how it's actually pretty gappy in there? So I'm going to cut away this other little area and get rid of this so you can see. But when it goes in at an angle, the width of that stroke doubles or triples, because the ink is being implanted here, as well as at an angle, it's being implanted all the way over here. So if I could actually cut away this so that you could see that, I really want to like just pop that out of there so you can see, but the ink is implanted all the way from here at the top layer and all the way over to here on the bottom layer. So that stroke ends up being so much thicker when it heals. Do you see here how when I bend this, how crescented that is? And it's because into the skin over here, so like here at the top layer, but on the deeper layer, all the way over here, about to here, ink has been implanted. So this practice skin isn't super see-through, so it's hard to picture that fully. But when this heals, this stroke will go not only from here to here and have pigment, but then also the tilt area where it touched the skin over here, the pigment would also be over here. So you end up with these big blotchy strokes if you tilt your blade. So that is the importance of keeping your wrist locked, holding the pen correctly, keeping the blade parallel, not tilting forward so you're not going deep there, but also not tilting left or right. You end up blowing out your strokes. That's what a blown out stroke means. If underneath, instead of just implanting the pigment straight, nothing on left or right, if you're tilting, then again, you're implanting the pigment on the top layer here, but on the bottom layer, you're getting pigment over here. I hope I'm explaining this in a way that makes sense. It's a little hard to explain, but please go into the Facebook group and comment in the stroke section if this isn't making sense, and I'll do my best to try to brainstorm another way to explain it. But all I can promise you is holding the blade straight, not tilted left or right. It's extremely important because it will blow out your strokes, meaning make them look wider, thicker, not heal as crisp. Body position as well as the stroke boot camp will help you with other tips and tricks, but I'll do everything I can to teach you what I know and fill those gaps from your super short classes. Thanks for putting in the effort and putting in the work and helping to better this industry and better yourself. I really think that if we all work together and learn and grow, that we're gonna change the world of microblading to where people can, really elevate the industry as a whole. So thanks for joining my team on this and helping each other, and also make sure you're a part of my Facebook group community too. I love getting feedback and help. It's facebook.com/groups/Brow Tricks Tribe. So please do join that, and if there's other videos that you feel like would help, I'll definitely be open to trying to do that. I love helping. Have a wonderful day, guys.